Hey, you guys. My iPad wouldn't let me keep recording because it said I had too much storage. Wow, it's amazing that stuff happens where you really are starting to get into the word, Satan. Anyway, so this is the continued part. I'm not gonna restart the video over because I've restarted the video over like 7 times. So hopefully the video plays. So you can call this part 2 of the 10 virgins parable. So I stopped on the part when I was talking about at the end the 5 virgins who aren't ready, which would be non-Christians, and I said, people who are wicked, people who don't want to choose God, will try to get right, but it's too late. They'll try to wait to the last minute. And I don't want to speak ahead of myself, so I'm just going to keep reading my notes. They want to live their life, and this is my favorite part. They want to live their life with no morals or discipline up until the arrival of the groom. So I could just say that people want to do whatever they want to do. They don't want any morals. They don't want any discipline. Mostly, you could say they don't want Jesus. They want to choose their way. They have a choice. God gives us a choice. They want to choose their own way. But when the time comes, when the trumpet sounds, or when the time comes and Jesus arrives for his second time, they will look stupid. He's real. This is not fake. And sometimes it makes me upset. People like, oh, when I get 20, or when I get 30 or 40, and when I'm 80 and I'm on my dying bed, because a lot of people do that, I will get saved. I'm not saying, no, excuse me, I'm not saying that you won't get saved, but they're saying, I'm just going to wait till I get 80. But what if you don't get 80? What if you don't turn 20? They have a lot of young people dying these days, but what if you don't get up to that age? If you do, it's a blessing. It's really a blessing, but what if you don't? You could die tonight or tomorrow. So you really can't predict the future and say, I'm going to get 80, and when I get 80, I'm going to get saved. No, it does not work like that. You need to take time out now to try to get right. So, like I said, I'm not going to speak ahead of myself. I'm going to keep reading. If you wait at the last minute, it will be too late. Don't wait till the last minute. Like I just explained, you wait to the last minute, the trumpet sounds. When the trumpet sounds, what, you gonna hurry up and run to a church? No, that's it. It's over. God gives you a second chance with the Antichrist and that kind of stuff. But as me just speaking, you can just don't wait till the last minute to get saved. That's a dangerous place to be. Okay, and you can't prepare yourself. You can't prepare for a test a day before the test. You should have already studied before the test, and you would have been ready for the test already. So I'm saying, do you study for a test the day of the test? No, that's stupid. Who studies for a math exam the day of the math exam, or a vocabulary exam the day of the vocabulary exam? Of course you will flunk the test. Your brain just can't get all that in like one day. Come study 2 days, even one day ahead isn't really, to me, a good idea. But we're not talking about tests, we're talking about this, okay? Yeah, like I was saying, don't wait to the last minute. You need to get right now. Now you need to get right, okay? You can't prepare yourself for a test a day ahead. That is not a good idea. Same thing, same picture with the 10 virgins. Or not a day ahead, the day of. When the bridegroom came, now they want to go run and get oil. Now they want to go to the store, which they should have did like a week ago or whenever the other 5 wise virgins went. Now they want to go at the last minute. And they go to get oil for their lamps. And while they're going, the wise virgins went into the wedding banquet. They're already gone. But you're still here because you wasn't being wise. You were being foolish and you waited to the last minute. They knew he was coming. They were expecting him. They knew. But they're like, man, he taking forever. He not going to come. No. A lot of us these days seem that we could just, it doesn't matter. Jesus is not coming. But like I said, he's right at your fingertips. He's actually right at your fingertips. Okay. The gates of heaven will be shut for the unprepared. The gates of heaven will be shut for the wicked, the unprepared. You knew that he was coming, but you consistently said, he's taking forever. He's not. It's foolish, like I said earlier. This mostly, to me, is like common sense. Mostly. Okay? And Jesus will tell you, depart from me, for I never knew you. Just like in the parable, the guard told them, or the man who was at the gate said, I tell you the truth, I don't know you. It's summing up. It's like the same thing. Jesus tells things in stories, so this is what Jesus will tell you if you are not ready. I'm on my third page. Once the wicked realize they're in eternity, they will plead and ask to be let in the kingdom, but it's too late. Like the Bible says, every knee will bow and every tongue will confess. Once you realize that eternity is as real as day, and hell is as real as day in heaven, you will be like, oh my God, I'm in eternity. Yes, you are, because it's so real. You are in eternity. So, and it'll be too late. It's too late after then. God gives you chance on earth, but then when the second chance, you don't really want to be too much in that, but I'm not going to get into that on this message, okay? And it says, you don't want to end up like, and I'm telling you, you don't want to end up like these 5 foolish virgins. You want to be ready and aware. You want to be right with the Lord at this time, right now, okay? So that when he comes, you will be ready. You'll be right. Your heart will be clean. You know that you belong to the Father. You just know. You just don't want to not be right. So I'm just telling you, keep watch because the time is near. Keep watch because the time is near. It's near, like I said, 3 times or 4 times, right at your fingertips. So I'm going to end with a closing. For people who's watching this in like